In honor of our dear friend Charlie and all our friends. Thank you very much.
On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. What up? It's your boy Concert Viz 34. Let me know if you have any problems hearing me. I don't have all my equipment. As a matter of fact, I can't even hear myself. So please let me know. Let me try this headphone. Let me try see if this will give me. Nope. I cannot even get feedback. Maybe nope. I need I don't have everything. Yep, unfortunately, I cannot hear myself. So just let me know if I get too loud. But your boy is in New Hampshire on the road again. Hello, John. Hello, Chippy D. Coming into the chat. And John, shout out to John. I met him in Mansfield in real life for the first time. And he was at the soundboard tonight. I was at the soundboard. So I really got to experience a very, very amazing view, as you guys saw, unobstructed, nothing blocking me from being able to see the show. Honestly, the only thing I really haven't had with DMB is first row or the rail. I've been in the pit, been in different parts of the pavilion, been in the lawn, I've been in the upper deck, the lower deck, behind the stage, side stage. But this was probably the best view I've had. And honestly, outside of being on the rail, even being in the pit, there's no better view than the first row behind the soundboard. I've had it for a couple other shows. I think I mentioned that on over the weekend. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole. They are the best views that I've had. And I thought I heard something. Oh, that's my chair. I'm getting scared myself. What's up, Mike and John? Yeah, I literally I chilled in the parking lots after the show to meet up with some people, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute my. I'm hearing noises in my head, and it's freaking me out. But it's my chair and ESPN in the background. But I wanted to get this up before I even got in. I'm glad this Wi-Fi actually allows me to connect to the internet here, because YouTube does not allow you to live stream from your phone if you don't have more than, I think it's like 2,000 followers. But anyway, long story short, we want to go over this show. But I'll tell you, man, if you can get the row behind the soundboard, it is unmatched as far as the view, as far as seeing everything behind the scenes. I saw Rab and, kind of waved to him. He is socially distancing in the soundboard, and then he'll pop out. I think he goes back behind stage, but he is not in the crowd this year, folks, from what I've seen and from what I've in real life and what I've been seeing from other videos. He is only, he is social distancing, so he doesn't get anything as far as COVID. So because he's with the band closely warming up. So, but I'll tell you, it was a heck of an experience to get a Rolling Stones cover. Obviously, with the passing of the Rolling Stones drummer. Here as far as Charlie Watts, and rest in peace to Charlie Watts. It seems like we're losing so many legends, and I think of Tomorrow, if you're out there, I'll have my Rush shirt on, but I think of Neil Peart as well. These legendary drummers. And Mike, I'm going to talk about the vaccination process in a moment here, but I will tell you I got a wristband, and I will keep this wristband on for night 2, so I don't have any problems getting in for night 2. We'll get to that in a second, but I was able to show proof of vax and get in. Let's zoom in to the set list. Now, a couple of things here. If you haven't been to a show, man, this band, I honestly don't know. Part of me wants to say it is the mix. The other part of me wants to say I'm just thankful for this band to be able to be playing. And, if you've seen me over the years, I have critiques of the set list left and right. I'm just happy to be at shows. I'm just happy to be at shows. And now keep in mind, I think the other thing that keeps me happy is this is a 2-night stand. If I just went to night 1 and there was no Rolling Stones cover and there was no You Never Know, who knows how I would have felt. But I mean, this was just, I was so happy. Even Louisiana Bayou, man. The song I don't really like, I was bopping my head to it. Can't Stop. I can think of 18 and 19. I really didn't like the song, the way it was sped up. I've heard the slow version, but I didn't like some of the stuff. This band just sounds so good. This band just sounds, and then just again, the joy of being able to go to concerts. I don't know, man. Like, I came back from this show and there's stuff that would have probably made me more upset. I think about the stretch of Louisiana Bayou, Shake Me Like a Monkey, Funny the Way It Is, You and Me. That's a stretch in a show that if it in 2019 or 2018, I'd probably be pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably be upset to have that. And also the view too, man. I could sit behind the soundboard every night. And again, I've never been rail. I've never been rail at the pit. And I've never been first row before they, stopped having the chairs all the way up to the front. But I mean, the soundboard is where it's at, the first row behind it. And John, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, and the thing is, Gilford's soundboard, if you can see, Gilford's soundboard is like, it's interesting because I was in the same section a couple weeks ago for Chris Stapleton, but I was at the second to last row. But the second to last row of the and the soundboard forward, even if I was a couple rows closer, it's a whole different world. Like it feels like I was in the low towards the back of the lower level. It's a very SPAC-like venue. So if you can get to Gilford, New Hampshire, I highly suggest it. The reason I say it's a SPAC-like venue, the band setup can barely fit on the stage, right? It's a very, very small stage, small lower level. And I'll be even closer tomorrow in the lowers below the soundboard, so lower pavilion, on the Stefan and Horn side. But I mean, they're enjoying so many different things. Even, I'm not gonna lie, I was during part of this, you and me, like a monkey, like I was on my phone. You saw me tweeting more, but everything outside of that run, the beginning of Jimmy thing, and then the Bayou, Shake Me, Funny, You and Me, like everything outside of that, I was engaged into the music. This was also a first night of, your twofers. So you had Nancy's Into Warehouse, you had Proudest Monkey in the Satellite, then you had the So Much to Say Anyone Sees the Bird It's Too Much, and you had your Jimmy Thing segue. And I was, I actually turned my camera on when they switched out to the I Want a New Drug, because I thought they were going to do a Stones cover then. And then, of course, they did it right after Jimmy Thing. So I didn't realize until after I listened back to the video when I upload on YouTube, but there was the Rolling Stones song "Bitch," which I actually learned. These two songs, I can't get no satisfaction in "Bitch," are songs that are actually easy to get the main riffs right. I think "Bitch" is in like E minor. It's like one of those like you're playing in the blues scale, E or A box blues. Very easy, and I can't get no satisfaction. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. That's like one of the first things you can teach someone on guitar, but it's just it's an awesome thing to play. So I knew both of those songs. I only really know the hits. I'm not gonna lie. And what I'm gonna try to do is get, if possible, I do have a friend who his father literally knows the band. Right? They go backstage once a tour for the Rolling Stones whenever they're in their stadium tours. So I'll see if we can get them on tomorrow or on over the weekend, Friday or Saturday. If not, it is what it is. But I'll see if he wants to add in anything. He's a really good friend and his father's a really cool dude who just knows, like I said, the members of the Stones, some members of the Who, some stage managers and industry people. Actually, my friend Dave has a picture. He's literally on the Rolling Stone stage back in like '94. He's like a 3-year-old running on stage during sound check. But I rest in peace to Charlie, and we definitely a legend, arguably one of the best, the best or one of the best rock bands of all time, depending on who you ask. Some people will say Beatles, Zeppelin, whatever, Floyd. It's up, there's things up for debate on that. All right, John said, use some of my video. Yeah, no worries, John. Just try to, if you do use my video, just make sure you tag me in it next time. That's all I ask, is to tag me, spread the word. If you forgot, no worries. But and share the links. But so I just kind of summarized some of the trends that I saw this night. One, the "You Never Know" opener, man, that was incredible, and I have that now. Dave was singing some of the verse in one of the first transitions where it's like da 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 da. He was singing the verse. The band was playing that transition. He was singing the verse. I'll tell you, no matter what, I will take this band making a mistake but trying a difficult song. I remember Mansfield in 19, he messed up Pig. There's been some flubs, I think 41 in Raleigh. I don't care. I'd rather have this band take risks than play it safe and have these cookie cutter sets, and have these sets that are predictable and stale. When they take risks, when they play, you never know. I had to look back on this. This band has done a great job of bringing back that song. There were 7 and 18, I think 7 and 9. There's been since 2015. What is it? I tweeted it. I'm gonna look that up. But they've brought back "You Never Know," which is a amazing song. And I had to look back. I was like, wow, they really have brought this song back. There's been 18 "You Never Know" since 2015. 2 of them were at Gilford. So this is an underrated. I will definitely tell you, if you can make this midweek, if you can take a vacation week and go up to Lake Winnipesaukee, or there's a couple different towns here. You don't have to go up to the lake to stay. You can go to Manchester, New Hampshire, Concord, New Hampshire are the 2 big cities. But if you can make it up to one of these, they have gotten a lot of great songs. They've gotten "Say Goodbye," and they've gotten some other rare cuts. So if you can make it up, but I mean, the theme for tonight was you had a bunch of the segues, songs that are played back to back. Nancy's Warehouse. Before These Crowded Streets only had one song. I was worried it was going to be "Don't Drink the Water." I had a feeling that that's what it was going to be. When they played so "Shake Me Like a Monkey," Dave has his light tan guitar, and Tim has the Flying V. That's the same setup as "Don't Drink the Water." So when when they right before they played "Shaking Like a Monkey," I thought they were gonna have play "Don't Drink the Water," and that was gonna be the only Before These Crowded Street songs. I was only slightly wrong because it was this encore closer, and again. Actually, this is my first time hearing Singing from the Windows. They didn't play it in Mansfield. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing to say, oh, they didn't, I think it's nice where, because Here on Out was played like so much. And it's a great song, but it was played on so many tour stops. Dave seems to be saying, okay, I'm going to Here on Out this. I'm going to have it as as a solo thing that we do in the show, but I'm not going to play it every single show. In the last week, it's been played 9 times. Here, but it hasn't been played every night, and even single night shows like actually it wasn't played in Maryland at Merriweather on Saturday or Friday. So it's been 3 shows, 3 performances of Dave since he played it. That's not a bad thing. Encore, I don't have an issue with this. The encores are nothing special right now. I actually like that. Now, I actually stayed here. I'm going to be in New Hampshire through Thursday morning. So I just kind of chilled in the parking lot and met up with some people. Shout out to Greg and shout out to Daniel, 2 good Twitter friends that I actually met for the first time tonight. My boy Nicky G, I was not able to meet up with him. He darted before the encore. It's okay, Nick. Yeah, you've been great to me with the tailgate in Mansfield, so I forgive you. We're gonna just throw this in here because he was in the pit. Let's see. Let's look at this video. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it wasn't clear. That's Nick G. Follow him on Instagram. Good dude. If you see here, his tailgate, your boy Conservist 34 right there. Like, I can't even see. It's so sunny. I should have brought a hat. But yeah, great follow on IG. Another thing that's odd about this show, for the 2 shows I've been to, there's no Some Devil. They played one Saturday at Merriweather, but that was it for this week. The last 3 shows, they played Gravedigger and I believe So Damn Lucky. I was listening to that tape on my drive up, and part of it, one of the cool things about that, if you can, go on antsmarching.org, download the DNB Hub app from Ants Marching, you can hear that tape. One of the things I hope that there was a drive-in, drive-out, say goodbye segue from Saturday that just was dope. I don't think I've ever seen that before, and that was special. But this show tonight, I mean, if you're gonna do, I think with this Gilford run, unless you're local and you don't care as much about the sets, you got to do both nights. I'm happy too. The other thing about going to both nights is I know most people here, you probably like, oh, it's a no brainer. Concert is 30 if I go to both nights. But the the thing is, a lot of these songs, a lot of these bathroom break songs, I actually didn't go to the bathroom because I was so in love with the view of the section, even during Jimmy thing. Just being able to see everyone on stage perfectly, again, perfectly. Didn't have to look up, look down, bend. There weren't even people next to me. I don't know if the seats weren't allowed to be bought or they weren't bought. My seat came. I bought my seat like a night before, I think last night. And so I just had a little bit of space. Some people ended up hopping over. It was what it was. Please leave Rab. I mean, I know people were trying to get set lists and all that, but just try to give Rab his space. Hey, it worked. I guess it worked. Someone did get a set list. I was there. They showed me it real quick, but just try to let him be. Let him be. He'll get you stuff. He was giving people picks, right? You wave to him, say hi. He gave you a pick. But from what I saw, the set list was as is. There wasn't anything cut. The encore was Windows, Don't Drink the Water. But night two, they played a lot of songs that I don't want to hear in a night two. Like I said, Jimmy, Out of the Way. Don't Drink the Water, out of the way. Louisiana Bayou, out of the way. Shake Me Like a Monkey, out of the way. Do You Remember, out of the way. Although I always say this, I don't like Do You Remember at a show, but it sounds so good at a show. Meaning, I love how it sounds. The actual song itself is kind of played out, although it's a song about a friend who passed or brings back memories for that person. It's tied to a person that he's lost in his life, a friend. So I get why he plays it, but we don't need Come On, Can't Stop. We don't need Can't Stop. Monkey in the Satellite. My first show, I got Proudest Monkey, and I knew it was a rarity, even though it was my first show, and I loved it. I enjoyed it tonight, but again, not something I really need again. Like, it's not like I'm chasing this. So I'm excited for night two because a lot of the stuff that gets in the way of what makes a good night two has been played. Another thing that's interesting is there's so much to say. Anyone seen the bridge too much? I have a ball during the show. I was singing word for word as much as I can. I'm like Dave. I forget lyrics. I'm not good at remembering lyrics. That's how me and Dave relate. Everything else we don't relate. He's a much better guitar player. We both been to South Africa, right? He's more African American than me. But actually, around this time, I was in South Africa in 2007, August of 2007. But anyway, there's so much to say. Anyone seen the bridge too much? I enjoy it during a show, but when I look back on it, I'm like, if I could have threw in some other songs for night one, I would have thrown them in. Like, if I could eliminate this from the entire from being played at all for the tour. But I mean, like for the shows I'm going to, because I did get it Friday. But I mean, it's good live. Right? It's a lot of fun. They've mixed up the Anyone Seen the Bridge. And it's weird because I have this, like I said, in the moment of the shows, I just enjoyed this show as a night one. I knew it was a night one. I knew I was coming back. Your boy's coming back. Actually tonight it's 1:14 a.m. But it's what you expect from a night one with a Rolling Stones tribute, right? You have a bitch tease, and then I Can't Get No Satisfaction. I think that's really the high. You never know when that are the highlights for this night. The Warehouse. So the Warehouse, the Nancy's, transitions in the Warehouse, and there's no stop time intro. Now, when I went to Mansfield, they had that old school stop time intro. So that was interesting that there was no stop time intro. And then Gray Street did have the third verse. It's pretty much a lock right now that I'd be surprised if it you know, I'd be surprised if it wasn't played with the third verse because they've established a pattern every single performance of it, all five of them for the tour. Oh no, all 10 of them. Gray Street's been 10 of 10, 3 of 3. I gotta say though, I feel blessed to have You Never Know. If I look at my stats, my first my first my first show was 2012, and then I wasn't really going outside of like Mansfield, Hartford, right? It's going Mansfield, Hartford, and Mohegan Sun, right? Those are the stuff. And You Never Know is, I've heard it 4 times. So I heard it twice in 2019, 2021 tonight, and then once in 2014. So it's a rare song that's getting less rare, and I think that's a good thing. Like I said, there's been, I think 714, I think 18 plays. 18 plays since, make sure I have that right. I believe 18 plays since 2015. So, yeah, 18 since 15. I got one at 14. That was night 2, Hartford. So we'll see what happens. Other thing is, this is, I know many of you guys go to 2-night stands. I haven't been to a 2-night stand since 2014. Oh my gosh, wow. I've been to a 3-night stand in the Gorge, but I haven't been to a 2-night stand since 2014. That was Hartford. Hartford, the lovely ladies were there burning down the house, Halloween night 2. Some great stuff. But it's nice to be able to get to a 2-night stand, and all the 2-night stands by me got canceled. Right? They got canceled. They were saying some inappropriate stuff and harassing some people, and then they just got canceled. Hartford in 15 and Mansfield in 14. And these Gilford shows, typically I don't have time for them. I can't take that week off. The Tuesday, Wednesday, it's a tough thing after you're taking a bunch of time off for D&B, but everything worked out this year where I was able to take time off. But I'm excited to get my first 2-night stand since 2014, which will be completed tomorrow. I'm hoping we'll get a pig or stone or something rare from Before These Crowded Streets. Not the standard cookie cutter, Rapunzel, Don't Drink the Water, Crush, even though Crush is more rare this tour. I really hope we do. And 4 Under the Table and Dreaming today, 3 Crash, 3 Busted Stuff, 3 Big Whiskey, 2 Unreleased, 2 Come Tomorrow, 1 Before These Crowded Streets, 1 Cover, 1 Segue, 1 Stand Up. No Everyday. No Everyday. Wonder if we'll get a Fool to Think or So Right tomorrow. Not, I would really like a Fool to Think or So Right or What You Are. Honestly, What You Are would be the one I would choose out of all of those. That's kind of the only thing I would want is that the songs from Every Day, they're not, there's been a So Right, I think 2 So Rights. But I'd love to see the band. I love to see the band pull out a rarity from that album, as the other albums they have pulled out some special stuff. There, I love Relay Down with Branford for Under the Table and Dreaming. For Crash, they've done Drive In, Drive Out. Busted Stuff, You Never Know. Big Whiskey, Lying in the Hands of God. They haven't played a Dive In, and but I mean, again, we've gotten so much. There's so much of a variety for everyone. Even this night 1, you get a You Never Know, a Nancy's the Warehouse, you get a Stones tribute. There's just, and this is just night 1. Again, night 2, you're probably gonna get a bunch of stuff. This historically, there's been some special stuff here. So you see. if we just go down the list, if you guys can see that, okay, they've gotten a break free, right? In 2013, they played a break free here. Big Eye Fish, Death on the High Seas, which was only for a certain amount of time. Granny, Hello Again, Lie in Our Graves, Lying in the Hands of God. They've gotten recently, and again, they've only had a couple of shows here. Oh wait, why am I saying she? No, she doesn't count as trash. Like I said, the only thing is actually just a better version of she. They've gotten a Sugar Will, Steady as We Go, Typical Situation. Not, Two You Never Knows. Where's the Say Goodbye? They got to Say Goodbye. I don't know if I said that before, but this is a venue that has had this is the third 2-night stand, and they've gotten some special stuff for a non-major city or major, destination venue. So they've busted out some stuff. Okay, have they gotten as crazy as some other stuff? Do you see a spoon here? No. Do you see shotgun? No. But Sugar Will, and that was a Sugar Will in 13 or 12 in 2012. So that was special. They've been playing it a little more frequently in recent years. But they do a good job of getting things there. 2016, John says the Say Goodbye opener. Yeah, I mean that's a special thing. To open with that, or a 41 Say Goodbye. That would actually be very cool. A 41 into Say Goodbye would be an awesome way to open up a show. Just because it's like the album, right? You're doing, and that's an awesome part of Crash is 41 and Say Goodbye. Stone opener. I would be mad if I got another Stone. Oh no, this is the second Stone opener in less than 7 days for me. It's your boy Concert Biz 34 struggling. Like that'd be awesome. But really, they can't go wrong tomorrow. I've literally played a lot of the staples that I prefer not to see as much, but they still sound good. So we'll have to see what happens from there. But I mean, just to kind of go over the show, You Never Know was just a heck of a way to start. They did a bunch of the combinations, the Nancy's Warehouse, Proudest Monkey Satellite, So Much Bridge, Too Much. They did a Jimmy thing, which is expected in any 2-night stand. And, that was really the theme, is these segues that they do commonly getting these played, giving you a recap of what's been going on in the tour. And we move on to night 2. So I'll be trying to go on after, again, around this time, maybe a little earlier, maybe try to get out of the venue a little earlier. We'll see. I plan to stay for the encore. I really do. I probably will jet if it's like a Rapunzel. If it's something like, if it's obviously if it's a 2-step, I'm going to stay. But honestly, if it's something that's not crazy, I probably will jet. But if it is something good, I probably will stay. That's the plan right now. We'll see what happens. But just this band is on a great run right now. They're giving us music after a year of no music. They're doing a lot of sacrifice. They're daily testing, having to be more distant, not being able to do as many meet and greets. I bet they, usually have people they meet with at every city that they're not. Obviously, Jeff did visit his mom, who's going to stop him from doing that. His mom is vaccinated. He is, I believe. But, there's a lot less that, the band has to do a lot more strict separation from, getting close to the fans, throwing out sticks, doing different things for the sake of COVID. A lot of things are getting canceled. Widespread panic. Just cancel their tour. I really am just hoping we can get to the Gorge. After that, we can get to all the way through the MSG. I'm just taking it one important leg at a time. And so I'll be at night 2 for tomorrow. I'll be at the Gorge, and I'll be at Farm Aid, MSG. No, after Farm Aid, Mohegan 2 times, and then MSG night 2. And if you are going to shows Friday, Saturday, next week, please submit a message, on YouTube. Put me on, message me on Instagram, Twitter, and I can always call you or send you a link to come on the show. You have the option of, I can send you a link to your mobile device or computer, or I can, just give you the old-fashioned phone call and get you on here. That's the most important thing about what I'm trying to do in 2021 is give you this reaction from the show. Oh, Mike. So let me talk about COVID protocol. I almost forgot. COVID protocol. So for Merriweather, people I was talking to from Maryland show said the process was very easy for Merriweather Post Pavilion in Maryland. In New Hampshire tonight, there was a line. I was late. Your boy Concivist 34 went to the outlets because in New Hampshire, there is no sales tax and things are cheaper here. And the outlets here are even cheaper than the ones in Connecticut and Massachusetts. So your boy got some shoes that were $120 and he got them for $70. So I saved some money anyway. That made me later to the show, and then I had to get pizza because I was starving. I had grapefruit. I'm trying these not juice cleanses, but I'm trying to eat more fruits and vegetables. I was starving, so I had to get some pizza. Anyway, long story short, I get to park around 7 something, about 7:10. I get in a line. This line is long, and then the line split off, and what they were checking is proof of vaccination. Now, I heard earlier in the day it wasn't as bad, but closer to showtime, that line was long because everyone's trying to get in, scramble in from work, from other stuff, from tailgates. So what they did was, I have this wristband. I'm supposed to keep it on, right? They said if you go on night 2, they will see this wristband. That means they remember putting it on your boy from night 1. So when I go in tomorrow, they had a wristband line today, and you just walked through. Now, there still was security checks, and it was stressful because I just made it in. I made it in about 10 minutes to spare, 10, 12 minutes to spare. And if they would have started like Deer Creek one of the nights where I think it was like 7:30, whatever show that started like at 7:30, it may have been Chicago night 1. One of the shows, they started at 7:30. And if I would have been 7:30, I would have missed the you never know open. I would have been crying. Your boy would have been in tears. Like, that's when you play Don't Drink the Water, when your boy is late. But anyway, so it was, I heard earlier, if you got in earlier, like some people I know, it wasn't as bad. Well, closer to the show, things got lined up. And I don't know if some VIP lot people had already got pre-screened, because you could go to a tent, and I don't know, I think it was somewhere else, because some people walked up with the wristband. This is night 1. It's not like they had a show yesterday. But what the Grateful Dead are doing as well is people could come the day before the show. If you just lived in New York City, show your proof of vaccination and get some sort of card or ribbon or something, some tag or something, or bracelet, and then you could go in without being checked because they've seen your COVID card the day before. So if you're going, like, the thing I'll tell you is get in a little bit earlier. So I got in line around 7:10, and it was just, I would say get in around 6 o'clock, 6:30 at your local venue. Nick, do you want to come on? Nick, do you want me to add you on to give your experience from the pit? I can send you a link if you want to come on, Nick. That's up to you. If you don't want to, bro, if you're tired or whatever, you just you're too charged up for the stream, or you know, man had a little, had a lot going on. We talk about, saying like, but let me know. We'll add you on real quick and get you on. If not, no, like I said, no worries. I can send you a link. Just type in the chat if you wanted to. But Nick, man, I'm glad you got to go to night one. Glad you got he got pit tickets. And Nick, we showed your video. We showed your IG, so we shouted you out, showed everyone your IG and the too much video you took from the pit. And Nick, you were right to leave during the encore. Oh, you're in bed. Okay, no worries. All right, we'll hit you up tomorrow night. But yeah, you didn't miss anything, Nick. You made the right choice. Don't drink the water. Closer. I did the same thing in Mansfield. I heard Sister, and then I saw the flying V and the drop D guitar, and and I was out because there's only one or two things: Shake Me Like a Monkey. When you have that tan guitar and the flying V, is Shake Me Like a Monkey or Don't Drink the Water. We got both. We got both of them tonight. But I'm telling you, man, these shows are so much better without. Now there were two Come Tomorrow. They were playing like 2 or 3 Come Tomorrow songs in 19, but like the fact that we don't have She, we don't have That Girl Is You. Like it is just, life is better without it, and the band sounds better overall. The other thing, Buddy Strong, you guys probably, if you went to shows, you've heard it. If you haven't been going to shows recently, you may hear more of it. Buddy Strong is doing those synthesizer and violin fills. So he has a couple different violin settings, and he has some synthesizer settings, and then he has some mod settings. Like, funny the way it is. He's been doing that forever, since day one. But I'm not talking about the funny the way it is modification, or like the warped key thing he does. But he has some like true synthesizer or violin. Too Much, I think it was, or So Much to Say. One of those songs. I tweeted it, but I can't remember what I tweeted. Yeah, Mike, Only One Samurai Cop. Bruh, listen, I can't wait to have my first child. But Samurai, and I remember some of my friends, anything but the church organs, amen. I don't like the organs. But he's been playing more of the keys. His keys have been shining on more. Put the collection plate, right. right. He playing that church organ like he's trying to get the collection plate. You're supposed to give the drummer some and give the organ player some. So yeah, just trying to see if there's anything else. Nick, did I miss anything? If you're watching, Nick, I'm trying to think if I missed anything that may have stood out. I talked about the lyrics. You never know. I'll be uploading that in a moment. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean it's a night one, so it's gonna give you some recaps. It's gonna be more mainstream friendly. Yeah, the Stones cover, and I didn't realize, Nick, that I didn't hear the bitch tease. Bitch tease. The tease of bitch. I didn't hear that until I listened back to the actual recording. The horns, I couldn't tell what was going on. It was just so loud. The crowd was excited, and but I didn't hear the da 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 da. Were there any tapers? Nick, did you see any tapers? I didn't see any tapers. I didn't see any mic checks 1 2 1 2s up in the air, planting their stake. That that they were going to record the show. Your boy may need to ask Brad to get the official soundboard recorder. We need to, send a cash app. Yeah, this guy says super high energy during satisfaction. Yeah. I mean, because everyone knew, like, even if you were like, this was your first DMB show, or you're going with your girl, you're going with your guy, with whoever, everyone kind of knew through social media that Rolling Stones had lost their drummer, passed away, Charlie Watts. So I mean, everyone's gonna know that, even if you're a casual fan. And I'm sure Nick, you can, like I've said earlier, Nick, you can second this. Satisfaction is an easy song to play on guitar. Camera down, camera down. It's an easy song. Dun, 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 dun. So I think it's easy to. It was easy for them to pick up and play. Gimme Shelter has so many transitions, and it relies on Buddy knowing and some other stuff. Yeah, John, I hope it is a one-off. I hope it's a one-on-one. And, we don't need more covers, right? This was a tribute to a legendary drummer of arguably the best rock band of all time. Or, some people put, like I said, put the Beatles in front of them. Yeah, there was some Stones tunes played. A lot of Van Halen for Mansfield. Well, not a lot of it. They played Jump and 19 Panama. They played it the reverse of the album. They played Panama first, and then they played Jump second. But yeah, some Stones house music. Trying to think. That's really, I mean, like I said, I like the way this band's going, heading up to the Gorge. They are in really great. Stones run from 68 to 80 is better than the Beatles of 62 to 70. Gotcha. Yeah, and I know, John, those are those bands front to back. John, your old behind was around in 68. I'm just like, I'm kidding. You almost got drafted to Vietnam, old fella. Let me stop. John is not that old. I'm giving him a hard time. No, yeah. So, I just, full disclosure, I learned Beatles and Stones. I listened to some Beatles and Stones hits. I don't know that stuff front to back like John or some other people know. Yeah, John, AARP. Hey, John, you're getting close though. I mean, it's Isn't there some meme? What is that? Is that in the group chat, John? Where are my seats tomorrow? I'm in that front section. Let me see. I can pull it up. The front right. So if you're looking at the stage, like the Stefan Lassard side of it, the basic side. This guy, you were my roommate. Were you on the other side? I think you posted on my two-step. You were on the other side, right? Because I was like, you were more towards the corner. And shout out to John. Yeah, John, I have to shout you out. You said, hey, man, go on. There's some singles available. And I'm not talking women because black men don't cheat and I got a girlfriend. But stop. These are corny jokes, man. I need to cut myself. Anyway, yeah, you found a single. And then I went on to get it. And boom. Yeah, 1C, section 1C tomorrow. The sections, your 5D row 20. The way they number these sections don't make any sense at this venue, but they're nice seats, 5D. Oh no, you were 5D row 20. Oh, that was from Mansfield, right? Yeah, 5D. Yeah, section 5 row D seat 20. Yeah, what I'm talking about today is, though, like the front three sections are 1A, 1B, 1C. And then it's 2A, 2B, 2C. I mean, they kind of make sense because it's like left to right, but it's like if it was like one left, one center, one right, or if it was like single digits in the lowers, double digits in the mids, triple digits in the, or the triple in the upper. I don't know. The number and lettering is off. So, well, that's not, no, because I think the pit starts after like the pit ends at row 8 or something like that, or row 7. Um, but no, John, the thing is, like, if you look, like, let me show you Gilford. This is what's confusing. Seats. This thing is so, like, see what I'm saying, John? It's one. This is section 1C, 1B, 1A, 2C, 2B, 2A. Like, the section has, the section has a number and a letter, and then the rows are numbered. Like, why not have it be like section 1, section 2, section 3, and then have the numbers, have them lettered A through Z, right? It's confusing. Here, let me pull this up here. Let me show you. See, this is like, and this is a different map. This isn't DMB because they have this gold circle. But anyway, it's very confusing. So yeah, like the pit starts after row 9, 9 to 20, but it's like, so I'm like 1C. Like if it was like section 1 right, 1 center, 1 left, or something like that, it'd make more sense. The fact is A, B, C, and then like right here, it's A, B, C, D, E, and it's like they're even split off more. Yeah, it's mad weird. But it's New Hampshire. Live free or die. And for those of you who went on, I'm gonna try to see. I don't think my boy, if we can get my Nick. For those of you who are late, I'm gonna try to see if I can get my friend uh, that actually knows the Rolling Stones. Like, literally was on tour backstage since he's been like 3.5, 4 years old. Every once a tour is backstage. His dad knows the Stones. This kind of was a roadie who met them, a guitar tech, knows some of the Who. I'm gonna see if he can just talk about any interactions he's had with Charlie, or his dad has had with Charlie. Personally, that would be dope to tomorrow or over the weekend. If not, if he doesn't want to share, that's fine. I'm gonna respect that. But we're gonna try to see what we can do. But that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, definitely there'll be more videos on the way. If you're watching this and be like, hey, where's the You Never Know concert for 34? Get that ish up. I'm gonna get it up. And I got some other stuff that I had recorded. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's mad late on the East Coast, 1:43 a.m. Central Time Zone, folks. Like John Dix, he is 12:43. Mike, are you Mountain Time? You're Alberta, right? I always forget. I always say the wrong province. I know you're a Flames fan. Are you 2 hours behind? I can't remember, Mike. But I'll see you tomorrow, Nick. Yeah, Stone. I would love to get a second Stone. Get Stone twice in the same week. That'd be pretty dope to get the Stone back to Oh, you're Mountain Time. Okay, that's what I thought. Are you in Alberta or Manitoba? I always forget. You're in Manitoba. I always mess it up. I want to say it's. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway. Yeah, that's all I got. But thanks for the support, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, check out my other stuff. Check us out on the streams. I know some people had asked me after I record, oh, you're going to get it up. Like, yeah, here's my stuff. I passed out, gave my YouTube page up. Some people, if you went to the New Hampshire show, Lethbridge, Alberta, 2 hours south. Oh, so you're south of Calgary. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah, because Calgary is up there. because Alberta has Edmonton and Calgary, two major cities, and Vancouver's to your left or west, and Manitoba is to your east, and the lower provinces of Canada. I don't even recognize the northern province of Canada. I don't even know people who live up there. You're from if you ain't from what do they call it? British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, or Quebec. I don't know if you're in civilization. Anyway, I digress. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned to the Twitter based on when I get back. What happens, right? If I need to upload another video tomorrow, right? They do some Victor Wooten's on for the whole entire set, and I've recorded the full hour and a half, 2 hours of the main set, and that has to go on YouTube. You may be up here till 2 a.m. before I go live. So just stay tuned. Twitter, ConcertViz34, Instagram, ConcertViz34, and YouTube, ConcertViz34. At the bottom left of the screen, you see that. Follow that. Thank you guys for the support. All right, peace.